this month's edition of Three Dudes Brews. Three Dudes Brews is our liquid journey into crafted deliciousness, an appreciation of the various craft styles through our own taste perspectives, and an appreciation of the great people who bring it to us. My name is Buddy Thayer. I'd like to welcome you to another amazing show. Joining me, as always, he puts the Eek and Greek down the end there, Costa Sangaruli. Welcome, dude.
Thanks, buddy. It's great to be here, and Yamas and Yasu, everybody. And to my left is none other than the good doctor, Dr. Ed Pattinaud. Morning, Doc.
Morning. How's it going?
Super. Thanks for asking.
Super. Thanks for asking. What was that from? That was from something. There was like a South Park maybe or something. I don't know. Anyway. So here we are. We've got Nate with us. We are here at Uncommon Pair.
Yes.
I'm telling you, Smithfield, it is definitely like us, except we're more of a trio than a pair, but
yes.
Definitely uncommon, definitely weird, and definitely keeping things new. So, Nate, thank you so much. Welcome to the show.
Sure, thank you.
How the hell are you this morning?
Thank you for hosting us.
Sure, absolutely. Had to be here anyway, so you might as well hang out for an hour.
That's how we get guests, folks. If they have to be there anyway, fuck it. We just walk in.
Yeah. We'll just show up.
So
exactly where are we, Nate?
Yeah.
We are in a basement. Actually, no, we are right underneath D'Angelo's, 375 Putnam Pike, which is also known as Route 44. Mm-hmm. You got to come down Levi Lane, which isn't marked. Why would it be? And then we are right after the retaining wall is where our parking begins.
So if you go into the right-hand lane to turn into Smithfield Commons, but you go straight through,
you can come down Levi Lane.
That's how you get here, folks.
Mm-hmm. Right off the highway, guys. Very convenient.
Make it easy.
Unless you live on the other side of the highway, like myself, and just like walk here.
Yeah.
Listen, buddy, I swear to God, if there wasn't a highway separating, you would walk here.
I would be here way more frequently.
But he would walk here, but he would crawl home.
I mean, I think we should be honest that it's an overpass. You don't have to cross 295.
I don't have to.
Listen, I think Buddy would definitely cross 295 though to get here.
He would.
Picture Frogger, folks, with Buddy. You know, that's what it would end up being. Definitely,
that would be interesting
for sure.
So now that we've got you in the hot seat and we've got questions, so let's start this. Let's start this bad boy off, and we're gonna do this like Letterman style today. I've got some questions.
This is not scripted, so I don't know what he's asking me.
Not scripted. He has no idea, and I may have pulled these out of my ass this morning. Hey, welcome.
That's why it smells over here, I guess.
That is exactly why we thought it was the beer. It's not. It's these cards. So, Nate, I got to ask you, first beer ever brewed. Looking back at it now, though, how terrible was it?
It was actually really good. The original name of the now evolved off season was Who Got the Spruce Raby. There's a lot of just spruce. So it was a spruce infused strong ale was my first dive into it, and I credit my buddy John Adams, who he and I during COVID we brewed it in his garage, or he had a detached garage that we would go down and he would brew with some of his friends, and then we decided to do this one really cold winter day. And it actually came out really good.
So how did you get started in brewing?
I don't know. I guess it was about 15, 16 years ago. Mm-hmm. I was down in I was living in Maryland at the time. Mm-hmm. And a friend of mine said, hey, there's a new brewery opening up down in Virginia. Let's go down and check it out. And I was like, okay. And it was just like a roll-up garage door with 2 picnic tables that they would pull out. You would just sit there and they would walk around and just give you glasses of beer and, hey, try this, hey, try that. Nice. And that's where I met Kai, who's the owner of Aslan. And
that's how Aslan started?
Yeah, just it was an industrial park, but it was just like a garage door and a roll of brown paper that would come down, and that's what they would write their menu on every day and tear it off and put it up the next day.
That's awesome. Wow.
And they grew fast, but it was during that, they happened to be in the right place at the right time. It was the IPA boom.
Yeah.
They were putting out super juicy stuff, so kind of getting away from that Alchemist and Main Lunch, those kind of West Coast style New England IPAs. These were just these big, heavy juice bombs.
Yeah, I've had them myself. It if someone who started at such a small location,
Yeah.
has so many breweries now, that's pretty awesome to
Yeah.
see.
Yeah. It does. Yeah.
So when did you realize that this was, turning out to be more than a hobby?
No, I mean, for the last couple of years, I've just been brewing in the driveway. So after letting a bottle condition, I would go up into the neighborhood to our friends who live, there's like 3 or 4 houses. And I would just drop off a couple of beers in a milk box or out in the snow in front of somebody's house and let them know it was there. And they started wanting more and more, saying brew more and more. So
wait, people would just like come home from work and there would be like refreshing ice cold beer on their doorsteps.
Remind me to give them our addresses later.
Or sitting in the snow. Yeah, that's a great idea.
Well, my wife and I would walk in the morning and
Bunny.
she walks in the neighborhood and I would just walk with her with a little plunk cooler and drop beers off. I needed somebody to try it.
He's like the Oprah of beer. You get a Kolsch. You get a Kolsch. Everybody's getting a Kolsch.
So
That's awesome.
I mean, was there a certain beer though that said to you, in your mind, you're like, okay, maybe I can do this. Maybe I can make the leap from home brewer to professional craft beer brewer?
No, just because I think the styles that I was going after and the beers that I was looking for at the time were just IPAs. And I was like, these are just juice bombs, and just something to drink. And it wasn't until I was, doing the garage stuff and starting to figure out more and more brewing in general as opposed to styles. I just really started to enjoy the craft more than the beer part of the craft of making it.
So you went down to a brewery in Virginia and you tried the beers and you said, if they can do it, I can do it too. And then you were doing it at home?
No, I was just like messing around in the garage. This wasn't
what made you decide to start brewing?
Anthony and I got hammered at Magic Mountain and said, do you want to open a brewery? And we said, yeah. So we did.
Well, I mean, that's how we started. We got hammered at a brewery and we said, yeah, let's talk about beer with these guys. And years later,
it was something that we enjoy doing it. We brewed together and I pretty much take this over because he's more of the numbers man and we make it work together.
Yeah, I was going to ask about that because it's not just you.
No, there's 4 of us.
There's 4 of you.
Yeah, so it's Anthony, myself, my wife, and his wife, Amy. We all, we're all equal partners. We're all, involved in every aspect of this from here's a recipe I'm thinking about to let's try this name or, we're going to do these kind of shirts or check out these flavors. Let's try,
Or this kind of hand soap.
Yeah, we're kind of hand soap. Thank you, Amy. Yeah.
Listen, guys, if you come here for nothing else, if you don't drink beer, come here for the hand soap.
Wash your hands and smell that sweet, like potpourri almost.
It didn't take long to get to the
We want to give you a full
today.
experience here.
Yeah, I mean, why not? So, going from your garage to now this space, what do you think the biggest challenge you faced was?
I think learning the system that we use and scaling up to a system that, you're just not familiar with. Mm-hmm. But I asked a million questions to a million helpful people who have come down and helped or messaged me or sent me literature or links to things to follow to understand it better, and just doing it every day.
Nice.
Well,
I mean, that's how you learn a lot of this stuff. Is you just got to kind of dive in and then pray to God. You don't just
there's no manual. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like a
here's how to be a brewer. I'm sure there's a guide for idiots.
Well, I mean, there's books and things like that, but doing the process is just it helps.
Yeah.
Obviously.
I think this is the longest we've ever gone into an episode without grabbing.
I was just thinking the same thing. I'm like, if I have to keep talking, but
it's talking too much. Let's drink some beers.
He's starting the wrong way, but that's okay.
Oh, am I? Are we starting that way? We're going right to left. We always go left to right.
When we set up our flights here,
around, bro.
I didn't lay the pad. I'm going to south start.
When we set up our flights here, we like to go from the top of the paddle down in the order of the way that the guests ask for it, just so a visual representation is easier.
All right. Yeah. So let's talk about the first one we're drinking here. What is this beauty?
Oh, that's Kolsch enough. That's our take on a Kolsch.
Kolsch enough.
Yep.
I do love a Kolsch. Not too many people do them either. It's another one of those styles, and that's what I love about your place, Nate. Is that you're doing a lot of the stuff that others are kind of, I don't want to say afraid to do, but they don't want to take the chance, I think, because they're afraid of sitting on it.
Right.
Well, I don't know if it's that. I think that there's a lot of brewers around here that do crazy good beers.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We just wanted to do things that were different than what everybody else was doing.
Uncommon?
I would, but then everybody's going to go, oh, I see what he did there.
You can't pass up a good
Listen,
bad joke,
we
right?
take easy shots here wherever we can, you know.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
Yeah.
with a small tap room that's very community based, yeah.
Yep.
How do you balance between like these bold and exciting new flavors and balance that with like customer favorites? You know what I'm saying?
Well, we listen to what, everybody has, oh, you should make this. Oh, you should try this. Oh, you should try that. But making it different than what other people, oh, I had this one beer once. Oh, I had a blueberry something once.
Yeah.
And
This one time at band camp.
right. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of the same theory. Where if you guys look right there around the doorway, those are all the beers that we've already made. So
Oh, wow.
there's the only beer that we've brewed more than once is Common Ground, which is our APA.
That's like your flagship beer, then.
It's a staple.
Yeah.
Okay.
The word flagship is rough for me because we try to be uncommon. So I do change the recipe up hops wise every time.
Excuse me.
So right now we're on our 6th batch, which is sitting over in fermenter 4 right now.
Hello, Fermenter 4.
Hello, Fermenter 4.
Hello.
You'll be on my belly soon.
But everything else has been a one-off.
One-offs.
Yep.
Damn. That's, well, uncommon. I mean,
Yeah.
Just try
No,
to-
I have a question for you.
I ain't saying it. No.
So, talking about being a nano brewery, and like I think it was Buddy that had mentioned, or like you had mentioned, a large brewery, like making a batch of beer, it's a bigger gamble because if it doesn't come out good and they've got like 500 gallons of something
Sure.
that's garbage,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
I don't know the exact volume, but like if something's not good,
Yeah.
it's a lot of something that's not good. Where like if you're
Right.
a nano brewery and if you have, do you feel that plays as a strength for you where you can actually do more?
I think so
different-
because
you can experiment more.
we can experiment and we can do a lot of trials, where we're not going to, if we lose a half a barrel or if we lose a barrel, it's not the end of the world for us. But I mean, we are trying to make different styles. And,
I know that like larger breweries have, smaller pilot systems.
Sure.
And can do smaller batches and then just
scale it up. Yeah.
But,
We are that pilot system for most big breweries.
Nice.
yeah.
But no, I think it allows us to put new things out a lot. I think it lets us play more.
Yeah. So you have more of a rotation of the beers.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially because if we're only brewing it once, and we're trying to run 4 beers and either a seltzer or a tea is what we bounce between. Sometimes there's 5 taps. I mean, we've had as much as 6 going before, but we're trying to release things properly because for a little while there it was so busy that our beers were turning almost too fast. We didn't have time enough to even carb them in the cooler. But I think we're getting back on our feet now and to a place that's a lot more comfortable and just gives us a lot of more flexibility, I guess was the word I was looking for.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
No. Go right ahead, buddy.
So,
he's talking too much.
Yeah. Your beers frequently have unexpected ingredients like spruce, cedar, marshmallow. Are you trying to like balance out any other flavors or blend out any flavors with these wild and new concepts, new flavors?
Some of it adds to flavors. For instance, when we do with the porter that we have now, this is Slow Dance, and it's a porter base with 44 pounds of dark sweet cherry puree and 10 pounds of marshmallows.
Oh my God, dude.
So
Is that one
That's
right
that
there?
one right there.
That's next on my flight. I'm
Yep.
gonna pull out suddenly like that.
we were just, we try to balance flavors or try to have flavors that work with each other well without being repetitive, I guess. Like we did the coffee peanut butter. We chose that coffee because of the way that it tasted with peanut butter to round that porter out when we did that one too. So.
That's awesome.
Now, we had met you previously before, in our adventures out in beer community.
Sure.
We've met, like, I think it was 2 years ago, I believe, that we had met you at Phantom Farm.
At Phantom Farm. That was off season. That was the reinvention of my very first brew. Was when we drank that at Phantom with Jay and Mark.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because we went to Phantom or whatever for the Labrewski, and you and Regan happened to be there, and you had beers, and you're like, here, try this, and it was a spruce tip beer that was phenomenal.
I think we were all floored.
Yeah, I was like, who the hell is this guy, and how does he have spruce? I was like, I need to know this, because the only time, like, I've heard of spruce tip beer. I had it when I was in Alaska at the I think it was Skagway Brewing or Saskatchewan, something like that, but don't really remember. But it was up there. But the thing is, like, I'm not a double or, I'm not an IPA kind of guy. I don't like Citra. I don't like that pininess to it. But when I loved the history of it. And then also the fact that it wasn't Citra. It had that herbaceous, that piney taste to it, but not that like bitter, like that just of Citra, of hops. I was like, wow, this is really unique and exciting. And I was like, that was great. And I couldn't wait to try it when you actually had it on tap, and it was everything I wanted it to be and then some. So kudos to you on that beer.
Oh, definitely.
Thanks.
So let's move on to number 2. What do we got here? Number 2.
We just said it was
That's the porter.
That's the porter. Okay. Sorry. I completely missed it. But anyway, so what's one thing that you think about running a brewery that is like completely misunderstood, or they just don't get it at all on the homebrew side?
That it's easy. And that, if it wasn't for all of us working together and, heads up on this, or let's think about this, you need a team to help you, unless you're just, a genius. But, we all have strengths. And I think that using all those strengths together to build it is something that people don't think about. Because when you're brewing in your garage, you're like, I could open up a little spot, a couple of taps, and have a great time of it. But you've got production, you've got to clean kegs, you've got to run errands to go get all of the stuff, you've got to fill CO2, and you've got to appeal to the non-alcoholic friends, and how many glasses do you buy? Like there's
no days off for you.
Yeah.
Well, for any of us.
Yeah, for any of us.
Yeah. We're always doing something.
It's got to constantly be on your mind too. I mean, I would think you go home and it's got to be a little difficult to turn the switch off.
Well, I mean, when I get home, Reagan right now will be doing the koozies for the June 27th festival that we're doing. Yep. We're going to have koozies there. But she uses the Cricut machine and puts our logos on all of them.
What's a poozie? I'm not
a koozie.
Oh, a koozie. All right.
With a K, dude.
What's he doing?
Listen, we try.
It's only 5.6%.
We try to But Buddy heard the word coos and just started like
you had a good time.
Like, what?
I thought he said Kush.
Yeah.
What is she making now? I don't know. Let me get it. But I mean,
you're saying she's at home and she's using their Cricut to make koozies, and so there's a lot that goes into this.
Absolutely.
Like, just because you can make a cake doesn't mean that you should open a bakery.
There you go. Right. It's a good idea.
And that's just it. I mean, everybody thinks they can do it until they actually have to try to do it all the time.
And I'm not saying you can't do it.
No.
Just ask as many questions as possible, because I ask questions every day still. My family's
been in the restaurant business for decades, and you like when you fight at work, you're also fighting. The fight doesn't leave.
Right.
Like when you leave work and you're fighting, you come home and you fight, or something happens at home. Just because you show up here doesn't mean that it ends. Yeah. And like, it's all consuming. It consumes every aspect of your lives. Like, it's like nonstop. Like, you always constantly have to think about what's going on next. What do we have to do now?
And honestly, the payoff, and we've all talked about this, is being here and like hanging out with people and just talking to people and getting that community kind of a vibe going. I mean, that makes it all worth it. We built this place on, being comfortable, being, a community place to come hang out, have a couple of drinks,
Your
don't
local
know.
watering hole.
Yep.
exactly.
It's a good spot in a good location. too.
But also as a destination, because we do have a rotating almost a new beer every week,
Yeah.
So
And, that's also, I mean, if you think about it this way too, with a constant rotation, there's always going to be something somebody's going to like. And if they don't like something, when they come back the next time, they may
something else,
love
sure.
the next thing that you're doing. So, you know, and we tell folks all the time, you got to try. And if you don't like something, try something else. Just back out to it.
Yep.
On the business side of things, what surprised you the most when you started doing this? What was the one thing that kind of caught you off guard? About
How much
running
everything costs?
I was going to say, taxes, permits, fees.
Listen, I wasn't even going to go down that road because I'm sure all the people up at the board are going to be
Oh,
watching.
no, you didn't say it. I did.
But yeah, well, I mean, the amount of permits, crazy. The cost of things and what you don't really take into account. When you're brewing in your driveway, you're doing 5 gallons at a time.
Right.
Now I'm doing 60 gallons, which is still small in comparison. But it's like your grain bill used to be, I don't know, like $12, $13. Now it's $180,
Yep.
200. So, just trying to figure all that out. But yes, the permitting, the zoning, all that kind of stuff was, every day.
So you
And then construction costs, because you guys built this from the ground up. This was
Bill Brown was
awesome.
Yep, and the bar is all his ideas. These are his ideas, like the high top here, the back wall. We all just sat down and said, "Here's what we should do," and he's like, "This would look awesome," and it does. So kudos to Bill Brown for that.
And location. What made you pick Smithfield?
No,
44 is the center of the town here, but I mean,
traffic demographic. It's 33,000 cars a day, I believe, on 44 and 91,000 on 295.
Yeah.
And we looked at probably
you
20
definitely
spots.
did your homework with that.
Oh yeah,
You did, yeah.
Yeah.
What are the areas? Did you look at other areas in Smithfield? Were you set on Smithfield, or was it?
We looked everywhere. We looked at a couple of spots over near Laura's down in that industrial park. Whitensville, Mass, Woonsocket, Cumberland, Barrowville. There was a lot of spots we looked at. And this was by far the worst one. It was so bad. It had no electric. Water was pouring in from the ceiling over there from D'Angelo's.
Oh yeah.
This place was just an absolute mess. But
I'll tell you,
definitely made it work.
Yeah, you guys definitely transformed.
It was a hot mess, and you said, "This is for me."
yeah, this will work.
Yeah.
Actually, we all said
possibly
no. We all said no, and then here we are.
It's a fantastic spot. I mean,
Thanks.
when we first came in, it was like, this used to be a basement.
Yeah.
I was like, shut the hell up.
This used to be a
There's no way,
grocery shop, dude, back in the day. I
It
remember
was,
the
yes.
grocery shop.
This was the growth shop.
It's nice. It's comfy. It's cozy. You feel at home. It's welcoming, and it's fantastic. It really is.
I'm glad you guys like it.
You guys did a hell of a job with it. I mean,
Thanks.
Definitely, and I know these guys were joking around about the hand soap, but they have the female touch,
Yeah, no,
Oh, for sure. My hands still smell florally and delicious.
this guy in the soap.
I'm telling you.
Amy, that's
if
Amy's
this-
Oliveda.
Yeah, if the soap goes missing, we know exactly who has it.
It's
So
somebody's
just
shower.
let me know, and I'll
Just
go
look over and
see
pick it
Buddy
up at his
going,
house and bring it
I'm
back.
lathering in it.
If you guys happen to see Buddy out and around and he's sniffing his hands, you'll know why.
Yeah.
And we hope
give
you
him
guys-
his soap
Uncommon.
back.
It's if he says he hasn't been here, then worry.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I think in all seriousness, like you can walk into a brewery and you can almost tell that there's a feminine touch to a
Absolutely.
particular brewery. Because us guys, and I might be speaking out of place, but I think we look at things in more mechanical, a machine, a very cut and dry type of,
Well, I
thing
mean,
where, like,
if you look
women-
at the equipment, it's silver and black. It's very metallic.
very manly, right? But then,
yeah.
like, you get the bathrooms. Like, there's several different breweries. Like, we've had this discussion with people before, where you know, you walk into a brewery and it might be like a very industrial feel,
Sure.
you know, and you can see like, you know, there's liquid on the floor, there's fruit flies. It's a brewery,
Right.
you know,
Right. Sure.
But then you come in here and it's like, oh, this is very warm. It's got like this really cool vibe. There's like
Popcorn. This
there's
popcorn.
yes, buddy with the popcorn. If that goes missing too, like,
Right.
you know,
Nothing sucks up the beer better than like free popcorn, buttery cinnamon
but
popcorn.
the fact that like you could tell that there's it's decorated. There's flowers.
Oh, definitely.
You know, the bathrooms are like immaculate. They're gorgeous. I'm like, wow.
Yep.
These are probably the nicest bathrooms.
probably
I think
nice bathrooms.
Listen,
we've ever seen.
I'm going to give all the credit to the girls. The girls picked out everything.
They did a hell of a
The
job.
color scheme that's in here, all of that. I'm only allowed to be in charge of that corner right there. That's all.
That's fair.
That's your space. That's
That's
your
it.
world. You
That's
just get back in your hole.
That's
you
it.
know?
That's why I just stand back there.
Well,
So,
truth be
whimper.
told, we did help you like move in. You know,
You guys did that.
So we had seen.
Our
get to
tap
that.
cooler that was originally from Long Live.
Yep.
That used to be in the where Origin is now.
Right.
But that is the Armando's original tap cooler.
Wow.
That's cool.
And yes, you guys did thankfully
Assist.
wait after we had the U-Haul fiasco of 25 go on.
Yeah.
Well, we sent Buddy on a beer run, so we were good.
I did notice that when I got back.
yeah.
How long did it take for Buddy to return from said beer run? Was it just the packy? Because I mean,
It was
otherwise,
just a tacky.
It was
really
like
quick.
25 minutes.
Jesus.
I think you got like a light beer too. It wasn't even anything ridiculous.
They were blueberry beers.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You way overpaid. But anyways,
Yeah, it's okay.
all right. So Doc Brown just pulled up outside in the DeLorean.
I'm out.
He's like, Nate, you gotta get in the car. You get in, you do your 88, you go back in time. What's the one piece of advice you give yourself about opening up this place?
Man, I don't know. I think that the way that we're learning it and the way that it's happening is already unexpected because we had no idea what to expect. And I don't think that I would want to have a look-see into it before then. I think that the way this place has developed and the vibe we've been able to create here is because of how we just kind of like fell into this room, and just started making beers.
butterfly effect.
Right.
Don't change anything. 'Cause
Yeah.
then you would change.
But Back to the Future is my favorite movie, so I would still get in the car.
Hell yeah. Listen, I don't care where we're going, as long as it's, we don't need roads,
Right.
I'm hopping in. So,
Let's talk about. Are we ready?
yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Number 3.
They're going down very easily.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
So yes, they are.
This is rare air.
Let me say though,
Sure.
before we get into number 3, I didn't get to say it about the Kolsch. I don't usually drink Kolsch, and that was really good. I usually
A very nice
I don't want
wheat,
a Kolsch, but
right?
that was like
the wheat flavor in that.
refreshing.
Oh,
It's easy.
I could
it's so
definitely drink
good.
more.
I wouldn't think of that as a classical.
It's definitely
Kolsch,
not.
definitely
No.
not.
It's definitely an uncommon take.
It's like
Yeah.
mango. What
Cool.
is this? What is this gonna?
That's passion fruit.
Oh, it's delicious.
Oh
Yes.
Oh my god, what do we?
I
drinking?
love the tropical fruit in this. This
Yeah.
is great.
So that
What style of beer is this? What is this?
that's a pale.
Pale ale.
Yep. With
So damn good.
I think we did 22 pounds of passion fruit puree in that,
Good
and
Lord.
I'd have to go look at my recipe.
Come
I'm
here,
Pretty sure it's
drink
Cascade,
this.
Cascade
wow.
hops in it.
So what's this one
Yeah,
called?
that's
Rare air.
Rare
beer
air.
is.
So it's it's the common ground recipe
Yep.
with different hops in it, and then the puree.
So,
So
See, I'm not
common
really getting
ground.
too much of the hops. Like
No,
not
it's
like
straight fruit.
Nah,
Yeah.
We don't do big IPAs here. We do have obviously we have the collab coming out that we just did, but we do have Tropical Nightmare, and it's in the cooler right now, kind of going to sit there for a little bit. But that'll be a darker IPA.
Dude, this is so fucking good.
this is what I had
So
last time.
good.
Last time
Thanks.
I came in here.
Oh my God.
Probably, I don't know, 2 weeks ago, maybe.
Yeah.
This was the first one I grabbed, and I think Amy knew what I was going for.
Yeah.
She's starting to get a sense on what I drink, so it was like all of a sudden I'm like, yeah, I'll take my mug and that, and she's like, yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
It's been a hit. People like that one.
it's fantastic.
No,
Gonna
Oh
have
my
a different batch going.
Do you have affinity for fruited beers?
No, I never did.
See, that's the thing. Is okay. So we have cherry. We have what is it? Papaya.
Passion fruit.
Passion
Yep.
fruit. Like there's a lot of fruits in the
And
beer.
sour sop is the next one. So yeah.
Oh.
So one of the reps from one of the vending companies that does fruit purees reached out to us and said, "Hey, do you guys want to try some stuff?" And we were like, "Yeah, sure." So we got a bunch of it and we started mixing it here one night, and we were just like, "Let's do one with this. Let's do one with this. Let's do girls trip with this. Let's do," So it just again gives us more flexibility to try new things.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Now, have you had somebody come in though? Like Girls Trip. I know you guys have done Girls Trip.
Yep.
Love Girls Trip. Have you guys tweaked something, changed something, done something different, new? And then somebody comes in and they're like, "Oh, Girls Trip, I'll take Girls Trip." And then they take a sip and then they're like, "This isn't what I remember."
The sour sop, people say that now, but it's still the same Girls Trip recipe. Girls Trip was always meant to be a fruited half wheat, half pale. It's an ode to our wives who travel on vacations together, and we always call it the Girls Trip. So we made a beer just in ode to them, but it's usually a fruited half wheat, half pale. So this one's the next one. That one's done with sour sop, which is a weird prickly fruit that kind of tastes a little cross between banana and guava.
Yeah.
It definitely does have a little bit of a tartness to it.
Oh, I love tart.
I don't know that I've ever had a beer that's two different styles in the same glass. Is that also uncommon not to use the same word?
Well,
I'm going to have a tracker of how many times we've said this on the episode.
Yes. You know what? I'm just going to say yes. That is brewing uncommon things is kind of the new path, I think, or a good path to take, because everybody makes. If you want an IPA, you can go to every single brewery in the state. You know what I mean? And not to say that it's wrong to do, but
as a business point, you have to have like something like that from the most part, like an IPA, APA, some kind of PA, right?
I think my APA facilitates more than our IPA did, just because I think our APA fits more profiles that people are looking for. Because we do get a lot of people come in here who are looking for the Mick Ultra, the Corona, something like that, and our APA is so lightly hopped and just it's a clean beer that usually satisfies.
If you're looking for a beer, right? Like,
just a regular.
That's what you're going to go for.
Yep.
But in my experience, like smaller places that do a lot of fruited beers, like people love flavor.
Right.
That's what they're going for.
Sure.
Like
not always.
Well, honestly, I think in my humble opinion, if I wanted just a beer, like I'm going to like go to the Packy store and get something that might be like less expensive, right? But if I want something like these guys, you know what I mean, where it's like
good.
Yeah, well, it's not that it's just good, but it's something that's unique and different. It's craft. It's not like you can get a beer just about anywhere.
I'm going to play the other side of this coin here and play a little devil's advocate. So there are folks out there, and we know them, and we talked about this the other night on Last Call. Every other Thursday, check us out. That there are some folks that walk in and they just want the heavy hitter, and they want the 13%er that's up there. And if you don't have something that's 10, 11, 12, whatever, they don't want anything from you. They don't care about the flavor. They care about the alcohol content. And I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm saying, but there are those folks. They don't care
absolutely
what the style is, what it tastes like.
But it doesn't have to be a double or a triple IPA. It could also be like a wee heavy or something along those lines. But
honestly, I'm a heavy beer drinker, as you folks know. And if I'm having, it's based on mood for me. If I'm feeling a certain way when I walk in that brewery, I'll look right to left before I look left to right. It's based on mood. But if I'm in a good even mood, Pilsner, like I Christ, like 7 Pilsners the other night.
Yeah, you did.
I drank lagers. When does Buddy ever drink a lager? They were fucking delicious though. And I was just in the mood for that kind of light deliciousness. I think it's based on mood more than it's. Yeah,
it's crushing 6 beers in an hour. That's no problem.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Sure.
Right.
But getting back to the rotation and the tweaking and the changes, do you think that that's what helps make you stand out in this community?
Absolutely,
and especially in this market where we've got so many.
I think the vibe has a lot to do with it too. I think what we're trying to create here isn't just come in here and drink. It's come in here and let's hang out. You know what I mean? Oh, you brought your kids, so they want to watch Bluey, or you know what I mean? Like we want to create an atmosphere where it's comfortable for people to hang out, not just let's go in there, get smacked, just have
I'm
big
gonna-
heavy hitters. You can come in here, you can chat with us. We'll talk about Disney. We'll talk we're just trying to be like just a hangout spot, like a cool, easy just place to just chill,
So,
And I think you guys are nailing that.
oh, definitely.
Yeah, thanks.
I mean, how important though was the craft beer community in getting you guys started?
Huge. I mean, the names are endless, and then we all know all of them. I always saw you guys out. I was always at the breweries. We've all always been hopping around trying to visit other ones and, create that community vibe. And we did have a lot of backing when we were getting into it because we're just people that were, part of the community hanging out and brewery hopping. We just, had another hobby too. And that's.
How do you feel that social media has had an impact on?
I hate social media.
Well,
it's
social media is the new newspaper.
I know, but I hate it though.
But and you know what?
We might say that,
I
but here we are.
We have to. I know,
podcast,
guys.
so,
also true. That's how you spread the word because everybody has their phone and everybody's doing this all day.
I know,
Yeah.
and
And you see an ad, you see a reel, you see a post, you like it.
And and stuff like this. And I'm not trying to toot our own horn over here, but like shows and YouTube videos and things like that. I think that's different to me. That's different. It's the doom scrolling. It is the mind numbing, endless, stupid out there that drives me nuts. And unfortunately, it's the game you got to play these days to get people to pay attention.
I agree. And I think that there's a lot of screen time where a lot of people that are in here aren't screening, it's conversations. So there is that separation. And I do get it. I've got kids. They sit on tablets and, play video games and things like that. And I don't think that my kids also go outside and play, My kids are also brewery kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They know how the game's played. But understanding, and knowing that there's a time and a place. But if we didn't have social media, then the word wouldn't spread the way it has.
Right,
we couldn't get into some of the markets that we're in. Like, how else would we promote to Smithfieldians?
Yeah, it's a catch-20. It's a catch-22.
It's a necessary evil.
It's a necessary evil.
It's a necessary evil.
But that's throughout time. There's always been something.
Very few people are actually sitting down and reading a newspaper these days. So getting out there on social media platforms, is it's a huge thing. Like how else
but that's how people connect. That's how people have,
that's how we,
reconnected over years and things like that have happened as well. So I mean, yes. It's good.
When was the last time you picked up a Providence Journal?
Oh my God, dude.
Right.
I haven't picked one up in years.
Okay. That's, newspaper out here. Big
I did
newspaper.
pick up the Valley Breeze recently though.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Shout out to the Valley Breeze.
I mean, if you look at the Providence Journal now compared to what it used to be, it's like that thick.
Yeah.
Right. The Sunday Journal is nothing anymore.
The
Remember that
normal,
used
the Sunday Journal was
it used to be a book.
well, that's just it. The normal weekday paper used to be like that. And now it's like hardly anything, I mean, I get it. We're in a digital
want
age.
instant
Everything's going
gratification.
online. Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
But, getting back to the beer.
Yes, I was going to say we're sidetracking here.
Well, let's move on.
I've already moved on, guys.
He's moved on. He's
I'm
almost done.
slowly sipping.
Slowly
but
sipping?
I guess. Okay.
I just slowly sip nothing. I'm sorry. This is delicious.
Yeah.
Oh,
I got it. I did
oh my.
try this earlier.
Oh no, this is good.
It's like a dry.
If you don't like tart,
It's
though,
very
folks,
dry.
if you don't like tart, then you may want to pick something else on the menu. But do try it. Ask for it. You got to have a taste of this at the very least.
This is a sour.
This fruit is crazy.
It's called sour sop.
It almost reminds me of like an appley type of flavor, almost like a cider.
I think the dryness has a lot to play with that. But this fruit, it's. I haven't done sours here. I think this is about as close as I'm going to get.
Why haven't you done a sour? Do you not like sours, or is it just,
it's not me though. I don't
Okay.
brew these beers for me.
Yeah.
I brew them for other people. It's just I have other ideas right now that I kind of want to get out there. Obviously there's a beer that we're working on over there.
Let's talk about one of those ideas real quick.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Are we doing that? Are we going to talk about it?
We're going to talk about it. Why
Let's
not?
talk about
It will be
All right.
by the time this
It'll be out before
it'll
the
be
4th.
out. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
let's talk about it.
He's the captain over here. Let's hear it, Nate. What's going on?
So
what do you got in fermenter number?
That would be number one.
Number one, numero uno.
So that is our collab, the collab that we did with you guys. It's got a honey and biscuit profile to it, and we did a red, white, and blue. So we did pureed blueberries, pureed strawberries, and white cranberry juice. And that's it's been running now for like 8 days. I mean, it's still going strong.
Yeah.
So, I think the ABV is starting to climb up a little bit more.
Yeah. What are you anticipating the ABV to be?
Probably 6.5, 6, 7, something. Oh no!
No, he said, "God, that was unintentional, folks."
You know why?
Apologize
It's
to
because
everybody
it's
out there.
embedded in my brain from my kids.
Yeah,
So-
mine too. Believe me, mine too.
So we're gonna call it 6.8.
So
I'll add sugar.
I do believe
yeah, there you go.
somebody over here to my right
What did I do?
may have had a name in mind when we were talking about all this. And
I mean,
do we want to tell folks the name yet, or do we want to hold off?
that's on the man, the myth, the legend over here.
Oh, yeah, tell him the name.
What are we going to call this beer?
250.
250.
250.
So
right.
what you're saying is a fruited red, white, and blue,
Yeah, like
medium alcohol.
if you think about like a honey nut Cheerio with those three flavors combined into it,
Oh.
I think that's kind of what the solution's going to
So
be.
we were fortunate enough to have a taste of this before we started today, and I got to tell you, and we're not saying this because it's a collab we're doing, and the guy's sitting next to us, but let me tell you, strawberry up front, bam, biscuit notes.
Yes.
Oh, you can't miss them. And then you get that tart cranberry at the end.
It's really nice in the back.
I think
so
that it
good.
started
works
off
really
like
well.
a strawberry ale, like a
Yeah.
wheat ale,
Yep.
like that biscuit, like a strawberry ale, and then it went into the tart of the cranberry, and kind of you could pick up that blueberry.
It's an experience beer, we call that.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Now, how do you do that? You add the fruit like after you the oil and stuff?
So I clean the fruit, I wash it all, I got it all prepped to be able to go into brew, and then I pureed 2 pounds of blueberries, 2 pounds of strawberries, and then we used a gallon and a half of white cranberry juice.
Nice.
So, folks,
So come
make
down.
sure you
here.
get down here.
Yeah. So come. Make sure you. What do you anticipate the release date to be?
Sometime of the week of July 4th.
Okay.
I have to wait for it. Obviously, I can't just pull it while it's still working. But
Yeah.
today's the 20th. We should be okay.
Yeah.
We should be good for 4th of July weekend,
4th
which
of
we
July
are.
weekend.
Nice.
So we are going to be open actually 4th of July.
Yeah.
The tap room will be open 9 to 12, and we're going to be doing tap room and takeaways. So today, well, I'm going to promote it because I'm sitting here. Today, we're actually starting crowlers to go. So 32-ounce crowlers are now
Nice.
available at Uncommon Pair Brewing.
Nice.
Fantastic.
I was going to actually ask about that because I noticed that you put on social media
Yep.
that you're now starting to do your own canning.
I missed
to go.
that one.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Which we will be hopefully taking some home today.
Get your label on it and all that. So it's like a big can.
Yeah, that's right
the
there.
The cans are right
Oh,
there.
nice, nice.
Our labels aren't in yet. The cans beat the labels here, and the lids beat everything else. And we have we have a lot of cans.
Nice.
Hey, at least you got the machine in before everything.
Oh, the machine was actually given to us by the gentleman who we bought the system from.
Awesome.
So he actually sent us that and didn't say anything. He just sent it. So it was like, oh, all right, sweet.
That's
that's
got to
awesome.
be an awesome surprise, though.
Well, we had a lot of awesome surprises in that container, but yeah, that was actually
All of a
probably one of the
sudden,
better ones.
you're
yeah.
like, oh shit.
Yeah, a canning machine. Now we got to buy cans.
I think, me personally, I think that canning is definitely from a business perspective, it's definitely going to help because
100%.
there are times where I'm like, okay, I want to bring this home, but I'm like, I can't bring it home.
We
because-
get asked every day, every single day. Do you have anything to go? Any
go.
takeaways? Anything like that? We've had people walk in. Oh, I don't have time to hang out. Wife's in the car. Just gonna grab a couple cans.
Yeah.
We had a guy do that once though, and I mean just like
They just come
slug.
in. I literally have 2 minutes.
What's his name, Buddy?
The wife's picking up cookies over there. I gotta go. Swing it down real
Which is
quick.
great because I think we both experienced that. We're like, like right now, my wife's at Smithfield she's over there shopping, and here I am, drinking beer with you.
Yep.
So it works for me. It's great.
Works for us.
I mean, and that's just it too. My wife doesn't drink beer, so she'll come in, she'll grab a Yacht Club or Coke or something, she'll have something else, and not sponsored by any of those folks, but we're going to say that they are here for you.
Yeah. Yacht Club.
So, she came in and she's like, I'm craving some cookies. I think, so she literally just walked across the street, walked up the driveway, got some cookies, came back and sat here munching cookies, having her drink, and I'm having beers,
Bring your own food, bring whatever food you want. Plus we have the 4 restaurants right upstairs from us.
You guys got food trucks that come here too?
We got food truck. We actually have Palmonte will be here at 2:00 today.
Palmonte. Awesome folks.
Yeah.
The food is fantastic.
Definitely
They're great people.
Yeah.
Yes.
We every time we see them, we grab something.
Yeah.
They're fantastic. So, I know we're getting close to the end of this, but so for the folks at home, for our audience, for all 2 of you watching, hi.
Hi, Mom.
I got to ask you. Yeah. One of them's his mom. So they're at home, they got a starter kit, they're making stuff. They've got a dream of doing this. What's one of the biggest lessons you've learned from your journey going from home to here that you would give them if they've got that dream and they want to go that path eventually?
Just trust in what you're doing. Trust in yourself and learn as much as you possibly can. Ask all the questions. There are no stupid questions. And I say that wholeheartedly because I, for a couple of times, was afraid to ask questions and be like, these people are going to think I'm nuts. Like, how do you connect this hose to the? I asked those questions.
You almost felt out of your league.
100%. 100%. Yeah. I mean, some of the heavy hitters we have around here in the state. Come on,
well, come
on, man. There's some really good brewers in this state.
You're like, I'm on the same level as these guys. I
just want to hang out with these guys. I learned so much just from hanging out. Yeah, and that's fine.
And that's another reason why we do this, because we learn so much from you guys, and we learn about different styles and new things and what it goes into, and
you learn something new every day.
Exactly, but we can share that with everybody else that we meet, and then we can say, hey, you want to get to this place, you want to get to that place. We don't talk bad about anybody because it's somebody's livelihood and it's somebody else's dream. Yeah, but if you don't hear us talking about it, that's because it's not for us.
Sure.
Right. It's not saying it's not for you. It's not for somebody else. It's not for us.
And there's no stupid questions. There's only stupid answers.
I thought you were going to say stupid people.
There's no stupid questions. It's just stupid answers. Like
the only stupid questions are the ones you don't ask.
Don't ask. Right. Exactly. So guess what? I just heard the DeLorean. Doc pulled up again.
See ya.
He came back and, so... If you could sit down with yourself, you can go back and you can sit down with yourself the day you made your very first beer, right?
Yeah.
You're sitting down, you're having a beer with yourself. What would you tell that version of Nate?
Dude, get ready to clean. Dude, I do more cleaning around here just on those pieces of metal than I've ever cleaned anything in my entire life.
Get ready to clean.
Get ready to clean.
Polish it every day.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Get ready to clean.
Oh, my God. Oh. That is fantastic.
So what do you see? What do you see for your future? Like, what do you have? Like, obviously you have the mug club now. So you got that up and running. Now you've got like the canning machine. You're going to be doing canning.
Yep.
Like, well, what's the future hold for Uncommon Pair?
Well, I think that some of that lies in the hands of legislation right now that we've been dealing with for the past, obviously it's been years, but just recently with everything that's been going on.
Rhode Island, pull your heads out of your ass.
Yeah. Let us, if you can walk away with 2 cases of beer but I can't sell a log that's actually less volume.
And that drives me absolutely bonkers because I've got a kegerator at home.
Yeah.
And I would love to come in here and say, Nate, I need a torpedo with this.
Sure. Yeah.
And
I'd love to give it to you.
And go home and hook it up and enjoy it. And we can't. And it's dumb. It's, why? Why? Oh, because everybody's palms got to get greased in this state.
Right. And for little folks like most of the breweries in the state we're fairly small people, it's just beneficial to get better acquainted with the neighborhood. There are restaurants where and we don't make enough to distribute, we just don't. Yeah. But if a restaurant says, oh, we'd love a keg of common ground, that would be something we'd like to at least be able to entertain.
Yeah.
But it's not even a question. I'd also like to carry to some of the wines from the local vineyards. That's also in legislation, but we don't have plans to get bigger. We do like this size.
Connecticut, is it Connecticut that where they can do the local wines from Connecticut in theirs? Yeah, see,
I believe so.
Guys. Yeah. I mean, we've got, you want your taxes, you want your money, right? That's what the state wants. They want their money.
Right.
Let these people run their businesses and make more of it so you can get your cut.
Yeah.
Okay. It's like, we've got I don't know how many vineyards in the state, more than I ever thought we had.
Yeah. Did not realize how many we had.
It's like, it's one business helping out another business, helping the community, money's coming in, revenue, economics guys. Hey, and I don't know why they do it here, but I mean, it's like, so if I wanted something from you, you'd have to sell it to the distributor. Yeah. The distributor would then have to sell it to the package store, and then I'd have to buy it from them.
Correct.
Why?
And everybody adds like a little.
Now let's be fair. Let's be fair, because there is a union side to distribution and large companies protection. I get all of that. It's just, it would just be helpful. That's all. I understand both sides.
Okay. Again, you were playing devil's advocate.
I am.
I'm going to do that now. The amount of money, like you selling one torpedo versus how much like the actual like liquor stores like all combined make is infinitesimal. It's a drop in the bucket.
I agree with that, but there's still format. You know what I mean? There's still format.
Yeah.
And I don't like it. It bothers me that a lot of us can't do that without spending $6,000 a year to self-distribute. Let's be honest. That's what it costs just for the license.
Yeah.
So it's like, at what, like I can't.
Yeah, it's unaffordable.
How much I would have to sell? Sell everything out of here.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
But like Ed was saying, like if he could just come in and say, "Hey, Nate, I'd love a torpedo," and get a torpedo from you, that would be awesome.
Yep.
But like, it's not like people are lining up down the street for torpedoes from you. So it's really just like it's a one-off or two-off.
Yeah, it's nothing.
It's not like going to be huge numbers. So it's like, why not be able to do that? Like, even if like, okay, so they and I know I'm on my soapbox right now, but like, even if like they allowed it, it's not like all of a sudden there's going to be a line on the street for torpedoes.
No.
Yeah.
And even if there was, it's just little hindrances like that I think don't allow, breweries at our level to be able to kind of
the hamstringing you.
Yeah. It's any brewer in the state. Like it doesn't.
We're very limited to what we can do.
So there are some in the state that you can get through distribution in places. So I was able to get it. I had a torpedo of a local one down the street from me. But I had to go through somebody else obviously to get it. But anyway, we can run down this road forever, folks.
Yeah.
But this is the reason why we do this. This means, you just need to get out of your house. You need to take a ride. You need to come on over. You need to sit down. You need to have a beer, chat with Nate, chat with Amy, chat with Aunt. I almost said chant with Aunt, but
do that.
You can slow dance with Aunt.
Oh, don't tell me that, because I'm going to have to mess with him now. Be like, Aunt, come here, buddy.
Oh boy.
All right, let's stay on track. Nobody needs to see you dance.
Listen, nobody needs
Nobody
to
wants to
see
see
me
this
dance.
No.
But anyway, Nate, we want to thank you again
Anytime,
so
Anytime.
much for sitting down with us and talking with us and making the great beers that you do.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So give the folks at home the address one more time. What's it?
375 Putnam Pike, Smithfield, Rhode Island, Unit 14. So if you see D'Angelo's, we're underneath.
Yes.
Find out how to get underneath D'Angelo's, and that's where that front door is right there.
Yep. So you're going to see it right off to the right. Pull down that little hill, and you can't miss the guys. They're here. They're waiting, and they're awesome.
And the beer is like really amazing.
Oh, fantastic!
Thanks, guys. Thanks.
So,
I appreciate it,
buddy. You want to?
Sure.
Take us on out.
For Ed the Dr. Pagnon, for Costas, the Greekiest guy I know, Sangaruli, for Nate Aiello and Uncommon Pair Brewing. This has been Buddy Thayer and Three Dudes Brews. Drink good beer, boys and girls. I don't have any left.
Mine are gone.
Cheers.
So, cheers.
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 Drink local.
but he was Greek. His name would be Testicles.
Testicles? Yes, I do believe it would be.